Turn that shit up.
Real psycho.
Roll it up. Prendelo. Light it up. Real psycho. What we drinking, what we smoking? What we drinking, what we smoking? Who's rolling? Are you ready? This shit is knocking. Psycho blast. Ha, yo. Psycho blast. Get ready. Real psycho. Who's rolling up? I wanna smoke.
Real psycho.
Turn that shit up. Turn that shit up. Are we ready?
School, find another fool. I'm not hearing what you're putting down. Look around, use another tool. Come against me and I use it as fuel. The bull of the block, put the hammer on cock. Let me silence the talk. Violence in the street that I walk. A black hoodie in the 40 block. Venom in the shadow of dark. With the heart of stone on me, I'll be setting the tone. Lyrical hammers that break bones. The great one's home.
Get out of here.
If you smell what the doc's pushing, you wanna see what's in the bag and you're caught looking. Ain't no mistaking, taking deep breaths in. Yeah, the highs creeping in the doctor caught your ass sleeping. You'll never cheapen the Cali dreaming. Tick tock and you don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop and your ass drops.
We gonna do how this shit work. Got the red laser lights and shit. Pass them. Don't get greedy, don't take two of them. I see my man taking two of them.
When that guy is right, that's
Pop and your ass drop. If you a Cali dreamer, lean on my shoulder, the holder of the rock. They told me I'd never see her the way that others thought. Put you on the spot like a dot on your head. If you forgot, tick-tock, pop, infrared. They say we going in slow motion. We call it coasting, yeah, the boys from Pacific Ocean. We keep it moving, what we doing might keep you posted. Or you may never have a notion, you might catch emotion. Let's hit you with the hot one like a shotgun. Yeah, we caught one, now we got your attention. We Top Gun, stop son. Less is more, coming at your head like a 4-4. Pointing through the window like we at war. Come on. Tick tock and you don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop and your ass drops.
Motherfuckers got the block hot. Some out of time and try to get slick and got shot. Time to skip town like hopscotch and kill my anxiety with a scotch shot. All I do is hang around henchmen. All you do is hang around yes men. I'm a senior, you a freshman. I drink liquor, you drink a refreshment. We keep it gangster, you keeping it wankster. You got pop for being a prankster. By the dock, next to the tanker. You got dropped like a chain with the anchor. To the bottom of the ocean like shellfish. When you playing on the team, you can't be selfish. Put the spotlight on Elvis. Yo, B, these dudes look fishy. I'm starting to smell fish.
Tick tock and you don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop and your ass drops.
This is great. How did you crack them? It wasn't easy. What do you mean? I thought these little corner newsies were like pushing over baby carriages.
asshole in the bank.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Yes. It is live on the Dr. Greenthumb Show on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Kick, X, and the home site, www.brealtv. What it be like? To my right, I got my man back in the building, Demrick in the house.
What's up? What's happening?
And to his right, one of my longtime friends, and one of the baddest producers out there, Scoop Deville.
What up? What up?
We got the sideline crew, Bolted Blambo Bra Bra and the Dominator.
Yo, sideline crew here, a.k.a. the Chain Gang.
Yeah,
We're up in the building.
The Chain? Now you got a third name?
Yeah, the Chain Gang.
Okay.
It's NFL season. Someone in the chat said that the other day. We have to be the Chain Gang now.
Oh, man, you got too many names for me. We got the Concentrate Kid, Cali Blythe, in the house.
For the two people. And yeah, you guys already got enough. You're SLC, which is Salt Lake City, a.k.a. the Mormons. So
Yeah, and before they had the coolest name, the Treehouse Crew, THC.
We're not in a tree.
Don't get better than
Yeah, you're not in the tree anymore, but we're going to send you back up there.
With
Just
the
Bolton.
Keeblers.
He's
Stay
not
up
as
in the
nice.
tree with the Keeblers. Welcome to it, y'all. It's, as Bolton likes to say,
Oh, what up? Sorry. I was having a conversation with my colleagues over here.
wow, see that?
Happy hump day. Is that
There
what
you
it
go.
is? There we
Hey, all right. He got it right. Hey, look, check this out. We got something special for y'all later. We'll talk about it as it goes. But, serial killers.
Yes, sir.
Popping
Yeah.
it off. We want to thank everybody for, the love we've been getting on the SK anthem. It is a strong song. And again, Scoop, you did your thing on the production of this album, bringing not only just music, but actually producing and bringing ideas and questioning, hey, how could we do this? Or, finding different paths where other producers sometimes when they get in a room with some of us, they're just happy to let what happens and not have any other ideas other than just, okay, now these guys put the vocals on, I got to put the track together. You had input from, step one to where it ended, and I love that because that's what I feel a producer should be like.
Yeah.
More hands-on than hands-off.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much for even giving me the opportunity to do that and to take the time to really make something that would give us all a great representation of our friendship and all the things that we've done separately, because we've all worked kind of real close together, all separately, and which is dope because now coming back together collectively and me now spending the same amount of time but with all of us and trying to just really just have fun with what we've done over the course of everything, and now coming together, it's all about really just having fun with this. And yeah, that's it, man. It's a full circle moment for us, really. It's a special full moment time right now for us.
Yeah. And
I feel it.
I think you said one of the key things too, still having fun with it.
Yeah.
Because when you see Xzibit in the circle hanging with us, he is having a good time.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
And we all are, we're all joking and clowning, and whether we nail the verse, like, or we fuck it up,
Or we fuck it up.
we manage to find a good moment out of it, and I think that's what makes it so cool and so special.
Yeah, for everyone to make the time to come together to make this too, because everybody is very busy with everything going on. So for everyone to show up and to have all of their different ways of doing things, and now it's all coming together like a big explosion. It was great. I had all these different tools and pieces to create a dope masterpiece, a dope painting or whatever. And now I'm able to really just have fun with it and find the right pockets. I didn't want to do too much either. I wanted it to be really strong in the foundation of what things were, because in those times we didn't have all them crazy, effects and bells and whistles when it came to making beats. You had a certain, a certain time range or frame that you can sample something or flip something, and less is more. So I really thought about that when I was making this. I was like, you know what, it's dope to make everything detail, but right in your face, everything I really thought about, from inside and out of each production of it.
Yeah, man. The production just was so slamming on it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people to hear it, because
Yeah.
I mean, the shit just smacks from start to finish.
It's a lot of energy, and shout out to Demrick too, because we really came through with just building the momentum and pushing each other when we would get together and like come up with ideas and just kind of build the thoughts, like, yo, what if we did this, and what if we did this, and then we would just kind of like manifest, and then the next day this shit would come together, and then we'd be like, oh shit, there's another one, here's another one, here's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we kept it all natural, and then we would just link up like weekly. We did this really like consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were together rocking and going to games together. Just having conversations, linking up in the studios, really just hearing everything and talking about the possibilities of what we could do.
I think when you make records with people, whether it's one song or an album or an EP, you got to have connection. There's got to be connection, because that connection leads to the chemistry.
Yeah.
And that
Yes.
chemistry leads to the magic. And I would imagine
Yes.
that's the same thing in cultivation, grow rooms, and
Synergy, right?
all that.
Sure.
And when you have that, it and you have people that can bring the goods, like show up and like blow up, right? It makes for magical moments, magical music.
Absolutely.
And that's the most important thing.
Everybody got so much love for each other, and is rooting for each other to bring the best out of each other, and that was this whole project was basically all of us coming together to bring the best out of each other with all the elements of it. Lyrically, like, it's crazy. The energy is crazy. The tempos are really up, and the things are just, it just feels fun, man. It feels like something that we can really be proud of and put something solid out there that we did, that sonically we can do the best things ever, because we've done it so much now.
Yeah, man.
Even when you had nothing, when
Yeah.
you come from the school of having nothing and making that shit sound like the best.
Creating something out of nothing.
Right.
That's what this is, really, though. Hip hop is that thing. You could be inspired by someone, but you still got to have your own, basically your own idea at the root.
Yeah.
And it might be spawned from someone else's idea, but if you're smart enough to make it your own, then no one could say, oh, that's a bite. That's inspired by.
Isn't all genres,
Yeah.
right? No matter what genre
Right.
you're in,
Yeah.
you can be inspired by somebody.
We were talking about it yesterday, yeah.
We all are. It's a art form, and the way that we approach things is, it comes from an understanding of having all that knowledge and information. That's the time and the everything that we put into it to now be able to do it like professionals and deliver something so naturally.
So I'm not sure how it happened, right? But I'm assuming that, right, like, so you had radio DJs that would come and do a bit, right? And some would like talk rhyme, almost like poetry style on the mic, like while he's doing his radio bit, introducing maybe another record. And I think that could be like what the seeds were, and then guys that got at the parties and started doing the bit.
Oh.
The first guy who got up there and rocked it, there was other guys being like, oh, at so-and-so's party, I'm going to get on the mic and do that shit. You know, hosting and emceeing the party. And I think that's pretty much what it spawns from, like one being influenced by someone else and then saying, oh, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it my way. And then another one seeing him saying, hey, man, he was pretty dope. I want to do that shit. And it all just, it's like a chain, if you will, of inspiration. When you're biting someone and plagiarizing, you're doing the same exact thing they are. That's not the same thing.
That's a different thing.
That's not influence. That's just jacking.
That's like, oh, well, I can't think of anything else. I'm just going to use his shit.
It all comes from somewhere. Even the style of music for hip hop, right? It has so many elements inside of it, so it all comes from somewhere. Everybody was inspired by something.
Well, hip hop is one of the genres that's made from everything.
Right.
And sometimes made from absolutely nothing. These days with producers, right? Like, so before, when guys were leaning on samples, and even before the samples, they were leaving on disco breaks and replaying disco joints to some degree. Then it flips, and then it gets into sampling and layering and like all the art of the chop up.
Yeah.
And when it becomes the art of the chop up, the sampling most specifically, right? No matter what machine they used, all the hip hop that was produced at that time pulled from every genre of music to create the hip hop piece that they were creating.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't matter if it was punk, R&B, soul, jazz, classical, some, you know, international overseas style of music or whatever, Latin style or whatever. They pulled from everything. So it's the one and only genre that is made from absolutely everything.
Everything.
It could go anywhere.
Yeah, it can. It can, and it does, and it has, and it will always do that. And that's why hip hop is so special, because it influences everything now too, because it has all the elements inside of it.
Yeah, man.
I seen that a lot on the Serial Killers album, because, you know, sitting there where Scoop was making a lot of the beats and showing up to the session, be like, I think we need something like this, and then pull 3-4 things from other places, like samples of things, and then change them so much that they're their own thing. They're unrecognizable.
Yeah.
And the feelings is in there, and then the way that it got put into the productions at the end of it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was blown away by it. Like,
yeah, it was dope. Everything was fresh right off the sessions. It wasn't nothing really that was an old beat. Everything kind of came fresh.
Yeah.
I think there was one beat that I picked from like the archive of something that I was saving for a special moment, and when that record is still banging like it was created now, you know?
Yeah.
So I love that. I love obviously taking things that are, you know, special, pulling little bits and pieces of things, because I grew up watching people like Muggs and people like Fred Wreck and Julio G and all these people just inspired in different flavors, their cultures, and, you know, watching them get down, making beats and yeah, man, it's just dope. And I learned so much. I was blessed, man. Super early age to be able to soak all that up. A lot of those people gave me, my abilities to even have a dream to do that. And even B too. B watched me do things, like that. It's something that I'll always do. It's a part of my life, man.
Yeah, I mean,
love it so much.
Yeah, you grew up in it. You grew up in it, so it's second nature to you. You know,
it really is.
Yeah.
You know what's dope about Instagram right now? Like, I love music. I love listening to this, but I'm not technically, like, I can't sometimes hear obvious remakes. When you hear the beat, you're like, I know this song, like, instantly. There's other songs that I've been listening to for a while that I have no idea where it came from, because they take such a small clip, and now there's people on the internet who break it down with like, yo, let me show you where it came from, then show you how they worked. And to me, that's dope.
That's pretty cool.
That is
because
dope.
I never would ever fucking know, holy shit.
Yeah.
He took one fucking chord or one thing and stretched it or sped it, changed it to a completely different thing that if you're not a producer,
You wouldn't
can
understand
hear that shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand it.
So it's dope for someone who I don't speak that language to be able to say, "Wow, man, that's fucking dope!"
Hey,
like
it's
deconstructing the song, you know.
Hey, you know what's crazy is that young folks, like let's just say Pedro's age, he's what 28 or something like that, right? You know, he comes across music that he didn't know about, that maybe one of his favorite artists pulled from in terms of like a specific sound or melody or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh shit, dog, they got this from that. Is this the original version? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, they come to that realization that like that, you know, they're the people they fuck with drew from over here, or the producers, whoever it was. And then they start learning about the music that they actually got it from and become a fan of that music. You know what I mean? Like they look for the back catalog and be like, oh, this was the group or artist that inspired the sample of this song. Let me check it out. And then they end up liking that song and becoming a fan of that group. It's sort of kind of like the way sampling was for a lot of folks, where you know, you heard these hip hop artists do them and you thought the song was so cool, and then you heard where they got the sample from, and then you become a fan of that group, and you're looking down their whole back catalog, and you know what? All of them groups that got sampled back then, that sold back catalog because people wanted to know where that came from, or stumbled upon where that came from, and they ended up buying your record. You should say thank you to all the hip hop producers that used your fucking samples, that caused people to go like, oh shit, I didn't know that was that.
Right. Even now, to the point of like the TV shows and series, they go back to the original samples or the original songs that had those melodies in them and use them for bits in the show or whatever. And those songs become massive again, but they know where they pulled it from too. So it's all just it's a trip, man, the way that the circle goes round and round, especially in hip hop.
Yeah. It's too bad that a lot of them artists got greedy in terms of trying to take the publishing of all the hip hop artists that, or most of the hip hop artists that were using samples, because that took away one of the greatest art forms in the game. Because like when you have producers and say, well, if I want to get this song out there, I got to give up all the publishing on the fucking song. And then, so what are you getting paid? Because realistically, that's how the producer gets paid. He's not out, the producer ain't out there doing shows with the group getting paid from that. Because even if the group says, hey man, this is a hit song, we could go, but we got to give up the publishing. Some will give up the publishing for the hit, but that's good for the group, because the group gets to go out on the road and take advantage of that hit and, like, you know, sell themselves, meaning sell tickets, put asses in seats, build up their platform, build their brand up, build the music up, right?
Right.
Most importantly, get paid from these shows and merchandise, because they're not going to get paid $1 on publishing on the song because they gave it up. But you sacrifice the hit, like having that publishing for having the hit and getting the exposure through that hit. So some have given up all publishing for those hits, and others will just not use it because they're not going to give up no publishing.
Right, or they replay a piece of it and or redo it in a way that they don't have to pay so much on the publishing, but they still got to give a piece, right?
Right. Well, look, so if I'm the artist and I'm the producer and I use a sample, and this guy, and they come back and say, well, you could use it, but we need all the publishing. And let's just say this song is a hit. I have to say, okay, as the producer, I'm not going to get paid off of this song in publishing. There's no fucking way. But I'm the artist.
Right.
And it's a hit. So where I'm going to fucking sacrifice is in the back end of the publishing, which is more important, really. But if I'm going to make a run as a artist that's out there doing tours and doing shows, I need this song, and I'll get paid that way.
Right.
Now, if I am the artist separated from the producer, let's just say I'm the producer and Cali Blaze is the artist, he'll be trying to talk me into that deal maybe because it's good for him.
Right.
Whereas me as the producer, I have to be like, well, I got to sacrifice for Cali Blaze because realistically, I'm going to get credit for this. I'm going to get credit, and it'll possibly bring me more work from others.
Right.
But if this song goes, I'm not getting shit but what it was the first fee to actually do the beat. I'm not getting paid anything on the back end. And a lot of producers go that deal, like fucking they'll make you the beats and they're not trying to get
that
royalties.
sucks, man.
But that's the reality of when you use a sample, right? And so you sacrifice it either way as the producer that uses the sample. They come at you like this, right? You got to think, okay, am I going to sacrifice the publishing for the hit because I know it'll get me more work? But I cannot make another song that I'm giving up publishing on because the publishing is the gold nuggets in the song.
Because that's the reality of things too, as well. Because if you're just doing music or whatever, and you're not getting your bread for that, then it's a hard grind. But then you just got to figure out if you have something worth to put yourself in a position, then maybe it might be good. But when you're making music, you don't really think like that though either, right? You don't think that, what am I gonna do to clear the sample? You're just like, man, I'm doing this because I love the music and this is the fucking sample.
You don't find out about that shit till later.
But that's the reality of it though, is that's what it comes down to when you're dealing with other people's music or whoever owns the music, the master recording.
I got a good question for you guys. Who do you think has made the most money off of their music being sampled by?
I would probably have to say James Brown and
Isley Brothers.
What about
Isley Brothers?
They're one of the top
earners.
I would say I would say George Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton,
for sure.
And who was the other one? James Brown.
For sure.
I remember hearing what's his name, Sting was getting paid for that Puffy track.
Well, yeah, but that's one song. If we're talking about like frequency, like what artist was used the most, that's different. But if you're talking about paid, it probably is Sting.
Something like that. That's what I'm saying. I was wondering who made the most bread, saying, "Wow, even Pharoah Monch, like that track." But that was just one track. He had to give up all the publishing for, I guess, Godzilla or whoever it was that he was sampling it from.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he got no money off that track, and that was the biggest banger. But that's exact example of, do I give it up? That song made him everybody know who he was.
Right.
So for him, it gave him at least that platform to do other shit.
You just gotta hope that you got something just as big or bigger following that.
Exactly, exactly. Because a real smart person would have their, that's not the hit. That's the lead up to what the real hit is gonna be.
Yeah.
You got to take those L's to get yourself out there, because not really an L. Yeah, you didn't make money, but what you gained, you can't buy.
Well, look,
meaning that following, you can't pay for that.
Let's be 1,000. We talk about it all the time. A lot of the fucking R&B singers and soul singers of old in the 50s and 60s, they did not own any of their publishing. They were a marketable,
for real,
a marketable voice and a marketable image that made these songs hits because their voices, connected with these songs, and they were marketable and stuff like that. A lot of artists throughout time have not written their own music,
right?
And they don't got the publishing to it. And a lot of the ways they had to get paid was they had to get on that fucking road because they didn't get no royalties in publishing.
Exactly.
And so they may get royalties from physical album sales. That's one thing, but realistically, the publishing is the important part, right? And a lot of artists, when they got record deals, one of the things to get them the deal was that they had to give up the publishing.
Wow,
you know what I mean? So, a lot of the artists that should have had a lot of money at the end of their career, they didn't have as much because they weren't getting publishing checks.
Man,
so
makes all the sense though. What you're saying.
Yeah, so you got to keep your publishing if you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could license your publishing without giving it up. Meaning they'll go get it in movies, they'll go give it in TVs, they'll go get it in this or that, sporting events, all the things to where your music might be able to make you some money.
Right.
But if you don't own it, none of those opportunities are coming to you.
Man, I love this conversation. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, look at.
Thank you.
Look at fucking Paul McCartney schooled Michael Jackson on publishing. You know what I mean? Because these guys were, you know, like Paul McCartney would buy a bunch of, you know, people's publishing and then, you know, build it up. And it was almost like real estate, right? And, and he's explaining to Michael Jackson how important the publishing is, you know, to any artist. And that's like the gold right there. Because if you got hit songs and you own the publishing to them, I mean, that's where you see them on all these crazy big commercials and shit like that,
right?
And
a lot of money in that,
or movies and all those things, right? And they make a lot of money from that,
right?
And that's when fucking Michael Jackson one ups fucking Paul McCartney and buys the Beatles publishing, which is some of the most lucrative publishing, if not the most, at that time and still today,
right?
The Beatles catalog and publishing is ridiculous, and to own that
forever, everywhere.
Yes, so you know, that's where your gold is at. But if you're willing, but people sacrifice, let's just say one album. You know, back in the day, they'd sacrifice that just to get on because they know this is the platform, right? But like some guys signed deals that every album they didn't get any publishing. They might have even written the song. And sometimes they don't even want the guy writing the song. They're like, or the female writing the song. They're calling their own songwriters that they could make deals with. Yo, Demrick, I need you to write this song, but I'm going to give you a flat rate.
Yeah.
You're not getting publishing. You're just going to charge me a flat rate for this song. Because there's those kind of writers too.
And there's those kind of dudes who do that. And I seen songwriters who got caught up in that mix.
Oh man, there's plenty of producers that'll go have someone write a song, whether it's an R&B song or this song or that song, hip hop song, and they make a flat rate deal with that artist, like because maybe that artist
it's like work for them
to
like
start,
work for hire.
Yeah, maybe that artist ain't never gonna pop off a career in terms of like you know getting a record deal, but like they're dope with the writing. They could, I'll get you paid. I need the publishing on it though.
Sounds like
I'll give you X amount to deliver X amount of songs.
Sheesh.
Flat rate.
Right.
And people go for it.
Man, so but all of their publishing, all of the Beatles catalog, everything entirely, Michael owned it.
I think he owned it for a minute. Right. Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
All the early shit, yeah.
Or like all the shit that mattered, like
I think all of it.
All of it. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think
all of it.
I think Paul McCartney was trying to buy it back. He might have sold it back to him before he died. I can't remember exactly that part, but yeah, Michael Jackson went and bought it when
the doggone pub is mine. It's mine.
It's fucking mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That changed their friendship too. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That changed their friendship. He's like Michael. I gave you the idea. Sorry, Paul.
That's me now.
Sorry, Paul.
I don't believe it.
No. Pub is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was an ice cold deal. Hey, listen, you know, people still buy publishing today.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
It's like
that's
real
just
estate.
me though, you know.
Yeah, there's people who own like the
Oh, that's a
legacies,
big thing right now, like the catalog acquisition stuff. Like that's a I think over the last like 4 years or something like that, you know.
Let me give you game right here. This is why this happens, right? Like because you could totally pull this off today. Right? Look. There's cats out there, men and women, who are fucking talented, right? They have the voice, they have all the particulars it takes, but they're not marketable. So no labels end up touching them. They're like, this motherfucker is talented, but like I don't know I can't figure out what to do with him. Well, you know what? Let's get him on the staff. Maybe he could write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, you might take the opportunities because you know, okay, this dream ain't never going to happen for me. So shit, I'm going to become a writer. You know, because guess what? When videos came about, that changed everything. MTV changed the whole course of every artist that ever had talent that didn't have a look.
I loved it.
A lot of them
I
did.
miss it. I loved it. It was the best time.
That,
of music.
there was a video called Video Killed the Radio Star, and that was the fucking truth happening right there, that if you didn't have a look, you know what I mean, you were not getting in. The days of old
Video killed the radio star.
of the 70s where
Right.
you could have unattractive motherfuckers like riding hits and like riding the wave. That was not happening anymore.
Nope.
So dope.
And it was the best music before their image mattered.
It was.
Yeah,
There's no
meaning,
doubt about that. Like, you know, because it shouldn't be about looks. It should be about the talent and the voice. But, you know, in the game we play, it's very much about vanity.
Yep. And
you know what I'm saying? And we got it. Hold on. In marketing and, you know, being able to promote a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And back in the day when they didn't give a fuck if you were ugly and hairy and whatever. Yeah, let's get it. That's a great song. Fucking put the guns behind them.
Right.
But the minute MTV put all these pretty motherfuckers up there, it was over for them.
It was over.
It was over for them. And if you didn't have a look, even if you were not necessarily the most attractive, but if you had a look, you could get on.
Right.
If there was a
Something
you know,
about
something
you.
that
You can
popped.
have somebody, even with a fashion person, put you together back then. Today, it's got to be full package.
Right.
Back then, they just got you a stylist, made you, you know,
Right.
you had the talent, we'll fix up you for marketing. Now it's like you always said, you have to have the following before they even invest in you.
Yeah.
If you don't have a following on social media and you don't have your own buzz, they're not looking to take the chance and invest it. They'll
Right.
find somebody who's already got talent and got a buzz that they know they
Right.
can take and develop further.
Right.
It's already been tested, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, all that being said, is that you have a generation of talented people that know they could not get on because they didn't have the personality, they didn't have the marketability, they didn't have the fucking look, but they had everything else.
Right.
And a lot of those people end up going and working in the industry in one particular fashion, form, or another. But realistically, you know, a lot of them could go and like fucking say, well, you know what, I'm not given flat rates for my writing. I need publishing, even if it's 15%. You could have the rest, but I need a flat fee and I need X amount to get that.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be writing hits for motherfuckers, just like they did. Like the Motown guys had Gamble and Huff, and they had like another team of writers. I mean, it was a staff of writers they had, and those guys could sing, but they didn't have the marketability. They didn't have that it factor, and so they played to the strength.
Yeah.
Right. Those guys got paid for their shit, though. You know what I mean? Because they were doing the writing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if I can't be the singer out here, I need publishing on this shit right here. Because when you look at those records, it's their names on the fucking credits as the writers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And I seen that from like, you know, sync camps that I go to, like you know, go to Nashville and work with a week with a bunch of people that just want to write songs for television and film. They don't even want to be artists.
And you know,
that's the thing.
And that's their sacrifice, right? So like we were talking about sacrifices, like I know I could never get on, but I'm gonna put great music in the world through this.
Yeah, through television and film,
or through this artist. They're gonna be my voice in this shit.
They could be like real introverts. And like, I can't be a star.
Well, that's it.
They know that they're not cut out to be,
Right.
but I can make great music. you know?
Yeah.
So I'll play my lane and say, hey, you're the artist. I got you. Let me do this, and that's their contribution.
Yeah.
Like I bet actually like proud people that are like, I'm a songwriter.
Right.
Like they never even wanted to be. That's their thing, or maybe that's what they're saying. But you know, I met people that are like, yo, I don't want to do shows. I don't want to release my own music.
don't want fame
I don't want to do that.
It's interesting you say that, right? Because I was watching this documentary called Into the Void, right? And it's about metal groups, stuff like that. And this one particular thing, it was focused about Ozzy and Randy Rhoads. And it was talking about how great Randy Rhoads was and how, you know, like him and Eddie Van Halen were kind of like the guys type thing, right? And he was coming into his own. He was sought out. He was praised and all this. But he didn't want to be a rock star. He just wanted to play music and he didn't want all the crazy flashy light shit. He just kind of wanted to like get down with the music. He preferred to be a studio musician than to be out there like on tour all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And before he died, he was talking to Ozzy about like, I want to do something else. This life ain't for me in terms of the touring and shit like that. I want to go play classical music. I want to do this. I want to like, he had like other dreams. It wasn't to be the guy on stage, every night rocking it. That wasn't his dream. It became a part of his reality because he was that good. Know what I mean? But he wanted other things. He didn't necessarily want that. This guy, what trips me out about it was that they were saying, while he's on a full-blown tour with Ozzy Osbourne and they're selling out shows, they're doing stadiums, in the in-between time, he's calling up classical music instructors in every city so that he could go get a lesson on his off time and shit like that, so that because he wanted to be a classical musician.
Yeah,
he was
great.
Constantly practicing the classical shit.
It's crazy.
It's a pretty good story, but I'm saying, like he kind of was like sacrificing the path that he wanted because the shit that he was doing was so big.
Yeah.
And you can't really say no to that when it's coming. And, he was getting paid a lot of money, but after a while, the money didn't matter. It was like, fuck, this shit is like monotonous and I got to do this like these tours are, but from doing tours, they fucking exhaust you.
Yeah, they'll wind you down. They'll grind you down.
They'll grind you down. And, he's with Ozzy, who is like, at the time, like,
Party.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it got to him eventually. And, he wanted to slow it down and he wanted to do different things, take advantage of other opportunities. And that's the thing. Music, when you just want to do music and you're not really worried about the fame is the byproduct of the success of the music. And you could do what you will the fame. There are some people that go reclusive and you don't see them out anywhere. And then there's people that totally absorb all that light. They need it. They want it. They can't be without it. So they're out like, hey, I'm here. Look at me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some people don't got a choice,
And
too.
some don't have a choice.
Yeah, they just got to get it.
They don't necessarily want all that light, but they want to be able to get out. So they do, and they try, and they have a hard time adapting. Because, I've seen people in our industry, in all forms of entertainment industry, that couldn't handle it, so they just stay away.
Yeah.
Again, reclusive, chilling at the crib or, in their close circle, but not out. And then the other ones, they give it a shot, but they get aggravated real quick and they blow up, or they can handle it, but they get out quick.
Yeah.
And then there's the others that like, they know what it is and they've embraced what it is and, know that this is part of the life. Instead of fighting against it, they just embrace it, and this is a part of the game.
And some motherfuckers love it.
Yeah, and some motherfuckers love it.
Yeah.
You might not even love it, and you might hate it, but know that, hey, this is a part of the game, so I got to play it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I like that I should give up doing it. I got to be around the people. I got to do this and that. So there's people that don't like it, but they accept it for what it is, and they go to it because, you got to be there for your fans. You got to be there for the industry and all that shit. And then the other people that just cannot deal with it, don't want to deal with it, hate it. And then when they come out in public every now and then and they get the fucking attention, bro, they do not know what to do with it. It's like, oh, my God.
And there's certain people who need to, like, I hate to say it, like, I think everybody has that one friend who's fucking talented as fuck, but it ain't gonna happen, bro. It's been 20, 30 years, like, literally, like, one of a good friend of mine, he's 52. I love him to death. He's a great writer, and he even sounded good, but you couldn't market him to save your life. Like, it just wasn't that dude. And this guy could sing opera, too, like, really talented, but you can't get, he was a great writer.
I think
he should have literally just said, hey, man, I tried for 20 fucking years. I'm a great writer. Let me start ghostwriting for some of my favorite. Like, find a lane because you have the talent. But just because you couldn't make it as a solo MC don't mean you can't contribute to music.
Hey, listen.
But no one to fold them.
With rap shit, you could find someone that has a distinct voice and say, "Hey, you want to have a fucking career?
Yep.
I'm gonna write you some shit, and I'm gonna show you how it's supposed to go, and you do it in your voice." And yeah, you could fucking make a lane for that. I mean, like any of us could really do that.
Yeah.
But a lot, folks, they do what they do, or they, like they miss the opportunity for it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you're going to be a songwriter for people, you have to have a network of people that know you write those songs, so that you're sought out.
Yeah, like songwriters have like publishing deals and all kinds of stuff, and they're in sessions 5 times a week writing for whoever's Chris Brown's working on this album, Rihanna's working on this album, and they're going to the studios with producers and making fucking endless amounts of songs to play, to get placed. I seen that world, and I was like, damn, I didn't even really know that existed to begin with, because rapping to me was always such a personal thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was rapping to be heard, and to get my opinions and thoughts out there. It's like not only when I started to think more of songwriting and things like that I realized structuring songs and things like, damn, if you could write a good hook and you could you could tap into the vibe of somebody else and write them something great, that could turn into money and opportunity, and there's a whole world where that shit exists too.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. But everybody wants the big dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants the big dream, and the big dream doesn't happen for everybody all the time. You know what I mean? Even the best of us. I mean, there's motherfuckers that I could say, and any of us could say this, from Jay-Z to M and all those. They're considered some of the greats, right? There's some motherfuckers that were more talented than us that never got on.
Yeah,
they couldn't get on, and that's because they didn't have one particular thing or a number of things. They had the talent, but there's more to it than that. There's also being able to having the ability to show up, and adapt and learn while it's happening, on the spot learning, because that's some of the
the
shit.
whole thing is learning when you're handed that type of responsibility.
Yeah, it absolutely. You got to know how to carry yourself. You got to know how to explain what
learn how to sustain yourself.
Learn how to sustain yourself. Learn how to explain what your songs are, what they mean to you, what you're trying to convey to people.
Right.
You got to have that sort of that discipline to like do all the other necessary things to forward your career, other than just like, yeah, I'm in the studio, I'm dropping it, I'm posting it, and then I'm gonna go do a show, and that's it.
It's never been that.
It's never been that. Like, and anyone who believes that that's what it is, y'all ain't gonna have a long run at all.
It ain't instant.
You have to build it. You have to build it.
You have to go there and build it. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, some days you get the very, very, very rare viral person who went viral.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a minority.
Rarity.
Small rarity. And I think a lot of people see that happen and be like, oh, that's going to be me. No, that's winning the lotto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most people got to go to work. Very few people hit that ticket.
And if you want to keep it after that, then you got to adapt to do the work real quick.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were saying earlier, B, when we weren't, when we were just kicking it, you were talking about like the college tours and the things like that. Like, there's some artists that might have been like, college tour, like, nah, I don't see my music. I don't care about that.
I need to be getting paid.
I need to get paid. Yeah. That might have fumbled their ability to move themselves forward just off of a simple mistake. Because this is one thing I have seen too, is the industry will let you shoot yourself in the foot.
Absolutely.
Like, you want to off yourself and play yourself out of your spot. Go ahead. And people gonna be like, are you sure? Yeah. But they gonna let you live and die on your own decisions.
That is a fact.
Yeah. And back then though, like the college thing, everybody coming up knew how big it was. It's not like it was now, like, because radio died out a lot. But back then, college radio meant a lot. So to most artists, it wasn't like a step down. They knew how live it was going to be, and they knew how much it was going to get their music out there. So it was like not always about money, but just that opportunity. Like college was big, man, especially in the,
For sure.
the
And
birth of hip hop.
that time,
Huge,
yeah, man.
huge.
I mean,
It's not the same.
No,
I would say
It's not.
the ability to go rock a playlist on all these different streaming platforms fucked up college radio too, because
Right.
college radio was like where people were getting the new shit first. It was like the testing ground, and if it was doing good there, they knew it was going to do great on, you know, the major stations and shit like that. Because if kids are reacting to it, oh, maybe we should rotate this at power something, power 10 something, and the rest. You know what I mean? The college stations were important, and the fact is like, you know, now you got kids that are all about playlists, so they're not even listening to whatever college radio is breaking. I mean, there are still people that listen to it and shit like that, but not the way they used to. And it's the same thing with radio here, right? Just regular terrestrial FM radio, right? Not everybody's listening to it the way they used to. Maybe in your car on a drive and you don't have a device and you don't have streaming apps. That's the only way you're fucking listening to this shit.
People at work, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. that type of, you know, crowd.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Because most people are listening to their own shit.
This is
your
true.
own playlist or a satellite. I swear to you, I haven't listened to a radio in years. I haven't turned on a radio station for real. Just because, like it is, there's so many.
It's hard to listen to.
It's hard to listen to because now you have just stations, you know, great satellite stations or your own procured playlist. So it's like, I got what I need because I download whenever my favorite artist drops something. I download it right away. I have Apple Music, so it's like it's ready. Just download it, ready to go. You know, radio is like, who the hell wants to deal with this? And the same
that's
song,
why.
20,
Listen,
yeah.
that's part of why that you know, they talk about that rap wasn't in the top 200 or the top 40, whatever, because radio can't break another artist anymore. It's like, you know, and if it's a hip hop station or a rap station, and they can't break it like to where it's like fucking popping, where is it gonna fucking break?
How?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you
the
know,
only way now I feel things break massively more is like through like the TV shows and through the Netflix series and those things, right? Because songs,
hearing them on there.
Yeah, because songs become massive on that level. Or you know, if a song reaches a certain show or a certain thing that happens and it's a massive, it could be massive for the artist, right? Like where artists are getting billions of streams or whatever now off of this show or whatever, which is now that's the new promo place to see what works.
Yeah, man.
Isn't that crazy? Because from my understanding is like at a point, like hip hop didn't really want to be involved with commercials and this and that. There was a big like
very anti-commercial in the 90s.
Yeah. And now it's like that's where a lot of the music is jumping off from.
Well, I think what it was back then is that, you know, we were so walls up and guarded about our genre. You know, we tried to protect it from stuff we thought it would play it, right? But we weren't looking at it for what it was. These are different opportunities branching in coming forth for us. Because I remember I was very resistant to that type of shit. You know, we're like, fuck all that. What is that?
Yeah.
But now you look at it and it's like, well, fuck, these are other opportunities. It's much like when baseball players and basketball players and football players are done playing their respective sports. If they've built a big enough brand, other things open up for them that are maybe related to the sports, byproduct of it, or, you know, they were fans of you and it has nothing to do with the sports, but they fucked with you there and pulling you into this opportunity over here. And, you know, we just weren't looking at it like that back then. We were looking at as something that might play us, but that was far from what it really was. And I think now, because it's more acceptable, you see it happening for a lot of hip hop artists, a lot of rap artists and shit like that. And they're taking it without hesitation.
As they should.
As they should.
Yep.
Yeah, as they should. Because look, if that's paying you more than any rap show you did, go get the bag.
Right, right.
You know, because who knows? That might lead to the bag for your shows to be getting bigger because now you got exposure on a fucking platform you weren't on before.
Definitely. There's always a silver lining in everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to look at it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, now these days you got to take the opportunities before you. You know, they've been trying to play us out, and I don't mean us as Cypress Hill. I mean just hip hop music. They've been trying to play it out since day one. So, like the fact that it's grown to the force it's become, in spite of maybe this year, and you know the last lackluster chartings, I should say. That don't mean shit. This is still one of the most powerful genres out there. It's just that these radio stations have played themselves in such ways by not being able to tap in with the pulse of their cities and regions to propel new music and to propel a new artist rather than just lean on artists that are already out there, right? Y'all got to do your diligence better, man. Y'all are fucking up.
How do you think they do it places like Shade 45, things like that? Is that another new wave that people could break is on something like that? You know, like when there's Muggs is DJing,
Well,
someone's DJing.
it's hard to break anything on satellite because there's not enough people rolling with satellite. It's strong, but it's not still that, you know,
Radio.
It doesn't have the how should I say? It doesn't have the subscribership that radio stations have the privilege of having because radio is free. You have to pay for this service over here. Not everybody can afford it. Yeah. And then some of these kids that you're trying to get down with, they got all these other streaming services that they could get down with. They're not necessarily trying to stream Shade 45.
I guess the benefit of Shade 45 is national, right?
Yeah.
Most radio stations are pretty much local.
Regional.
Yeah, regional, exactly. So
that is the great thing about it.
Right.
But still,
it's not big enough.
It's not as big as terrestrial radio. And so you got a combination of things happen. A platform that knows what, you know, most of us probably want to listen to, right? Because they pay attention to those algorithms on those PlayStations.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because they're seeing what they got to compete against because they're also like a streaming service, right? But they license music like radio does. Radio, they've totally lost the pulse because now you got satellite that people, you know, want to hear uncensored music. They could just go to satellite. Or if they don't even want to fucking host and they don't want to deal with any of that shit, let me go to any one of these services and go to a playlist or create my own playlist, and I don't got to listen to these fuckers talk or commercials and blah, blah, blah.
Or the same song 15 times.
And hear the same like 10 songs throughout the day,
Throughout
like
the whole
5
day.
times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They lost the pulse. And when you lose the pulse like that, how you going to break any artist?
Right.
And there ain't no MTV to break no rap artists right now. There's only YouTube, TikTok, and that's rare.
All the platforms, yeah, whatever.
Of course, it's rare, yeah. People think that's, you know, oh, I'm good. I'm gonna go viral. Hell no. There's a lot of people that are good. That chance is small.
It's good to say that to yourself, though, because you know you'll strive to it. Maybe you might manifest it, but it's not going to happen for everybody, and that's just a fact.
Not gonna happen for the majority.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a fact.
A lot of people.
You can video game it too, where people are they put a token in the machine and get what they want.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, here's the token for my wardrobe, the token for the video, the token for the promotion. It's gonna cost a gang of money, but then you might have that run or whatever. But you know, the talent, the image, all that, it matters.
Yes, sir.
Everything matters. The quality of everything. Like you may think you have some dope shit.
You know what matters?
But it ain't. You know what I mean?
That fat ass joint that's on hold on. That fat ass doink, sorry, that's on the other side of that ashtray.
Yeah,
that's for you.
Yeah, I know. It's chilling like a Lolo right now.
I threw it. It curved, and you were looking the other way. And
I didn't even see this.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
Yeah,
oh shit!
That's the one I was talking about.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Smoke yourself up.
We just upped the fucking.
Smoke that doink, son.
This is a doink.
Check this out. Selling clothing continues to drop weekly themed collections. This week features National Pizza Day, Tattoons,
nice,
and Gentle Madonna.
Dope. That's what's up.
Don't sleep on Sullen's new art from tattoo artists all over the world. Only at Sullen Clothing. Salute to my peoples at Sullen. Quality artwork. Much love, my man Jeremy Hanna, and all the staff down there. All the tattoo artists that kick so much ass. Put your feet in ice, people, because that ass kicking is got to be tough on the feet.
Yeah, shout out to the artists out there.
He uses some really and just that whole thought of saying, you know what, I'm going to take the best tattoo art and make them into merch is just dope.
Yeah, he's been doing that for years. Man.
Best people.
Yeah.
Dope.
Word up. And check this out. Today is National French Dip Day. I love me some
I love me some French dip. Yo,
Me
that went
too.
totally 180.
Oh, yeah.
I like pastrami dip better than French dip, but you know what I mean?
That's
like
right.
the standard.
I mean, it's the same sauce, the au jus, whatever.
Right.
It's the same sauce, but I like the pastrami sandwich better than, what is it, a roast beef slice?
I like the brisket joint too.
The brisket.
Yep.
The brisket's hitting, right?
Oh, you ain't wrong on that.
That's
baby.
what I'm saying.
Trying to tell you. Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
And a good Philly cheesesteak
Hello.
from Ishka Bibbles or Gents.
Come on, Ishka Bibbles.
That's
Don't
right.
sleep.
Don't, I'm not
This
sleeping.
sounds like some future plans right now. We're going there.
Oh, shit. It is also National Pizza with the Works, except anchovies day. I totally
Really?
agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
sure.
agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't really, do pizza with everything,
Me neither.
but
Too much shit.
I'll agree with the fact that you could roll with everything except for anchovies.
Yeah. And I'll eat anchovies in certain things. I don't want it on pizza.
You know what? I don't want mushrooms or olives
Yeah,
on my
I don't want none of
pizza.
that shit.
Mushrooms, no. Olives for me, yes.
Yeah, no, I could do without that.
Yeah.
I don't mind the olive now and then, but like it's just nah.
I'm trading them out for jalapenos now. I
Okay.
never had no jalapenos on my now. Like,
Let me ask you this: Have you have you had any pepperoni pizza with a drizzle of honey around it?
Hot honey. They use the hot honey.
oh
Hot
yeah,
honey,
yeah,
yeah.
I've had that. That's
That shit is
delicious.
great.
Yeah.
You know, I was against it.
It's good.
I was against it for a while. I was like, that's some hippie shit. I'm not even trying it. And then they put it on the pizza, and I didn't know. And I took a bite, and I knew what it was
You're
right
like, what
away.
the
I was
fuck
like,
is this?
Sweet and
damn,
savory.
Bro, it was good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Savor.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Yikes.
Bro,
You know
that
what?
shit was
It's
fire.
almost better when it surprises you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you see it, it's like, okay, I'm ready for it.
Yep.
But when like it's a blind action and it tastes great, that's even
Yeah.
better.
Because I didn't want
Like,
it. I was
whoa,
against it. I'm like, keep that
fuck is
hot honey
this?
off my pizza. And then I tried it. I'm like, yeah, you could put that on
Count
there.
that.
That's
Count
good
me
as
in.
fuck.
Yeah, salute.
It's phenomenal.
It is also National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day, brah. Some of y'all need this, like in a big ass container, take it around with you.
You
'Cause
need a cauldron of that shit. Yeah.
soul need fixing. You know what I'm saying? Chicken soup will do it.
Some need a bowl, some need a cauldron.
So yeah, some need a fucking cauldron.
Up
You
in
ain't
a
wrong
barrel.
on that. Shit. I'll tell you what, man. Jerry's Deli, right? Everything on their menu was
But they had a big menu, fuck.
it was kind of it's a huge menu, but it's kind of like
It was.
bland a little bit.
Right.
But their chicken soup and matzo ball soup was always on the wall.
Was always hitting. Yeah, the matzo
Oh, yeah.
soup was
Yep.
good.
Man,
What was the club next to Jerry's, the one.
yeah,
What's that little club?
that little ass club.
but that
it's like
thing
a
used to
taste
pop.
of a club.
Yeah, no, the thing would pop off though. Like,
Yeah.
it's dope. Like, I can't remember the
I
name.
can't remember it neither.
Fuck.
Man,
'Cause you'd come out of there and
yeah.
go right to Jerry's.
like right to Jerry's.
Yeah, it was a line, like, and you get out there and just go right on.
What's crazy is that people that were at clubs at the time would all flock to Jerry's, but like the people that got the best seats were at that little
Right
shithole
next
club
door.
right next door.
Yep.
Because that like right when it
Pop.
let out, boom.
Sure was.
And you've seen everybody at
There
Jerry's
was
Deli.
always somebody there.
Oh my God, I see
'Cause-
so many fights happening
Yeah,
at
drunk.
Jerry's Deli down there. That particular one you're talking about.
Yep.
Oh my God,
They're drunk.
some good nights there.
Yeah, it sucks to see some of the good businesses from our time here having a good time they all kind of vanished. Some of them did.
True that. That's not wrong.
It sucked to see.
Yep. And did you know it is the birthday of Booker T. Jones, born on this day in 1944.
Fuck yeah.
Booker T and the MGs. Much respect.
Come on, Booker.
Legendary. Hall of Famer right there. And did you know, in 1964, David Ellefson of Megadeth was born?
I did not know that.
Happy birthday, David.
That hair.
It's a bad dude right here. You talking about shreds?
Yeah.
He shreds.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And did you know, in 1973, Africa Bambaataa formed the Universal Zulu Nation? Happy birthday, Zulu Nation. Oh, it's not the birthday of Zulu Nation, is it? No. But it's, I guess on this day is when he created it. All right. Right on. Salute to the Universal Zulu Nation. And did you know, on this day in 1991, Tim Dog dropped Penicillin.
Was that the diss record?
No.
Dang.
He had the diss record was F Compton. This, he had a controversial swing, this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he faked his own death. And he frauded some lady out of some money. Yeah, it was on the news a couple years back. I was like, oh shit.
Steph Thomas.
I was like, what's Tim Dog doing?
What happened?
Yeah, like the first thing was like, I guess he like frauded some lady out of like 70 grand or something like that, like to invest in his career. That was the story on the news because they like highlighted this lady on the news.
Damn.
And
That's over 70K.
and then like he disappeared on her. And then like shortly after that, they were talking about like, that he had passed away or something. And then like some months later, they were like, oh, he might have faked his own death. Yeah.
That's
very
wild, man.
very controversial.
Right.
Tim Dog, you know what I'm saying? He was our label mate too on Rough House Sony. It was crazy. Did you know? On this day in 1991, Tupac dropped Tupacalypse Now.
Oh, shit. That's right.
Word up. Rest in peace. And did you know, on this day in 1996, Lil' Kim dropped Hardcore.
Hey.
Classic work right there.
Yeah, that one right there for sure.
Yup. Salute to Lil' Kim, Queen Bee. Did you know, on this day in 1996, Eminem dropped Infinite.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Respect to the master bar dropper. One of the greats. Did you know, in 2002, on this day, Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse.
Hey.
Classic
That's right.
work. Classic work.
Classic, yeah.
And did you know, on this day in 2008, we lost the legendary Mitch Mitchell.
Oh, man.
He's a badass drummer, this guy right here.
Where is he from? Like
He drummed for Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm fucked up like that, man. I don't know any band members. Like the name of a band, when you say their birthdays, I never, unless they're really, really big.
I believe he was a part of the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And the Experience, sorry. He was the Experience.
Word. But Hendrix and that guitar was that experience, man.
He got to experience.
I mean, they were a badass band, a three-piece. They were killing it.
Hard.
And did you know? I don't know where the rest of this shit is. The Dr. Greenthumb Show
I did
is.
not know.
The Dr. Greenthumb podcast is in the top 50.
Hey.
Listen to podcasts on iTunes and is available on all streaming platforms. Make sure you check us out on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen. And don't forget to drop a comment or review on that particular show that you're listening to on the run back. Salute to all y'all that are pushing us up. And salute to the Yodis who came by yesterday and dropped the bars.
They sure did. The performances were great, both of them. The one you guys did and the one that they did.
Thank you, man.
Fires. And I listened to it, by the way, in the car with a very good system. Shout out to the guys back there who do the, the
sideliners
live like that. Yeah, bro, it sounded good as shit in the car, like really clear.
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah, they came.
It did. It sounded
dropped
really
the
good.
bars, and it was a great show. And the debate I got to watch between the Globers and the Flat Earthers.
I was in the.
I'm a Hollow Earth, you know what I'm saying? But
A hollow earther.
Hollow Earther.
if I'm gonna take a stance,
I'll go hollow.
I'm
before
gonna
I
go. I'm gonna go more outrageous. I'm gonna say I'm a Hollow Earther. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I'm more on the round side, but I'm saying
I'm
it was
all
a
on the
great
round
debate that was happening between
Lesson.
Les and Steph and Blanco and Guapo from the Odis. Oh man, it was pretty good, man. It was probably some of the best debating we've heard here in a minute.
They
It
both
was
stood up
good.
for this, you know.
Yeah, no, it was great, and it was all love. You know what I mean? It was all in love right there. It was.
I gotta see that.
Hilarious, yeah. So salute to all y'all. We're about to open up the doors to the insane asylum, but look, before we do that, Xzibit paid us a visit earlier. He couldn't sit in here. That's why we got one seat open. He had to go take care of something, so he couldn't sit in here. But he asked Demrick and Scoop and Blaze to give you this on his behalf because he couldn't be here today. So we're gonna run this thing, and then we'll be back with more Dr. Greenthumb Show.
BREALTV.
I want to hear it.
Serial killers, those who kill repeatedly, are perhaps the most terrifying challengers of all.
Was smashing on the coast like a road wave, and everything in my path, watching away, watching most cave. You live in LA, even the most brave gotta protect their neck from a close shave. On guard with your melon from a close fade. Pour liquor out, got to be a toast made. For everybody you lost on the post fade, I ain't feeling a thing, I'm numb to the whole game. I'm insane to the brain like a calling card. Spitting these bars, got these hoes falling hard. Get a medical, let them just be the falling star. Let them know no champagne or caviar. You're dealing with something else, it's unexplainable. How you deal with it, information unobtainable. 4 individuals, highly fucking capable. Blowing up the spot, no inflatable. Boom!
Serial
Killer!
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 Serial
We are the
Serial
Killer!
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 Yeah. I'm a rock star swinging a battle axe. Some motherfucking silverback scream through your habitat. I slap you like a pimp when I jump out the Cadillac. Oh, you ain't a fan of that? Bitch, we gon' handle that. This is Tony Soprano rap. Take out the garbage. I came from the dirt, did dirt, still came out polished. I don't fuck with the nonsense. And start up a mosh pit the size of Colossus. Committed to conflict. Oh shit. We deserve an Oscar from the way we act, making people believe in monsters. Cut me in, cut me out, boy, I cut you down. Chain smoking, serial killer by the pound. Yeah, it costs nothing to pay attention, saying all the right shit to niggas who never listen with the world falling down around you. I'm glad I found you. Yeah.
Come on!
Come on. Killer. 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 We are the killers. Killers, 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 killers. Yeah, come on.
Ain't none realer, natural born killer. Weapon concealer, $100 biller, cap pillar, knock down a Godzilla with a one hitter, cold winner, cop your baby mama chinchilla, breadwinner, eat 5-star chef dinners, go getters, no beginner, Glock out, hop out your bulletproof sprinter, pistol grippers, rank sippers, real spitters, cock the hammer, let the slugs fly. This the type of rap getting punched is the punchline. California sunshine, won't spend my life dodging one time. Outside where these online niggas can't hide. In disguise, Mrs. Doubtfire, living where we low ride with 6x9s in the Alpine. These rappers feline, they see an apex predator, they beeline.
Come on!
Serial
Killer!
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 Serial.
We are the serial killer! 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 Killer!
Serial
Killer! Killer! Killer!
Everybody
Killer!
shout.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Damn.
SK Anthem.
Come on.
Glad I didn't fuck that up.
Yep.
All of y'all killed that shit.
Ooh.
Didn't take us that long to do that, man. You know what I mean? It was easy.
And that's the
That's
first time we've performed in LA together.
Right?
Right?
Damn.
Silly.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean the beats are enormous. I mean, if you like that beat, right? And there y'all lit up the the insane asylum. It's burning down. Flame
Yeah.
emojis. If you get down with that song, wait till you hear the rest of this album because
Yes.
I mean everybody did their thing. And it's just more of that type of slap
Yes,
to your grill.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for people to hear the next single as well. You know,
Oh yeah.
call the cop.
Oh
my
man.
boy.
Oh man. And I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
There's a style that Xzibit flexes on that particular song that is just ridiculous. I can't wait for people to hear that. That
Yeah.
shit is crazy. I mean, we all did our thing, no doubt. But
Oh,
on
man,
that
come
song,
on.
he just
Oh yeah.
clicked in with something that was crazy different. Salute to my man Xzibit, one of the best doing it today. All right, let's get the doors to the insane asylum open. Damn, I'm high right now. If you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are here for it.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, let's do this. LB is asking, yo, Be Real and Demrick, have you guys ever dropped a guest verse on a project and later, after hearing it, thought to yourself, man, I could have done it differently?
Yes. And I always say this particular song all the time is Get the Fist because, you know, and it's a dope song. Don't get me wrong. But the beat I got to write to was different than what was put to my verse. And I like to sort of tailor make my shit to the beat. But that was just me not letting go, right? That's me like trying to hold on to what I was used to, something that I could control. And as an artist, you have to learn to let that go. So it doesn't bother me anymore. But I used to think, man, I could have wrote something way doper to that particular beat if that was the beat that I had in the first place. And, you know, you could what if yourself all day, but, you know, that it's just a waste of emotion. So, you know, before when I was younger, I was like, fuck, I wish I could have, you know, wrote to that particular beat that he flipped it to. But, you know, no one's ever come to me and says, hey, man, that shit was whack.
Yeah.
So as long as that's not happening, I could live with it. You know what I mean? Because it ain't, to me, it ain't bad. It's just that, like, you know, I was so used to tailor making my shit to Muggs' shit that, you know, that's what I was used to. But as a writer, you have to sort of let that go because let's just say you're working with the producer, and I have with Black Milk for the Back in Black sessions. He was flipping beats on everything, and fortunately, I had already disconnected from that mindset. Like, well, no, it's got to be what we laid it down to. No, you have to be open enough to give the producer the license to produce the song and give his best representation on what he thinks it is. So I didn't get in the way of that. You know, and I didn't get in the way of DJ Pooh neither. I just did, like, when I heard it, I was like, whoa, that's a different beat. If I had that one, I would have.
You would have flipped a different style.
Yeah, I would have flipped a different style.
Yeah.
But now, I think completely different now. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you flip the beat, that's great. If it makes sense, all good.
Yeah, I think for me, it's always just about like going back and listening to my earlier work and thinking about what I would do to a beat now if I had it, and features and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know, when I hear stuff, I'm like, man, if I had a chance to redo that verse or I would have said this or that. I'm always nitpicking my music.
But at that time, that's what it was.
That's what it was. You
when
know,
you get older, it's a different. Even later on, that you're in a different mind frame. You're now more seasoned, but at that time, that was you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And you get out there and you got to perform these records. And even sometimes when I perform some stuff that I've had for a while, you know, I might update it a little. I might, you know, add a little flow in there, a little extra, little behind it. But yeah, for me, it's like I can nitpick everything, you know. So I try not to do that.
Yeah, man.
You guys ever hear a beat that a different rapper rapped on and you're like, God damn, I wish that was mine?
Absolutely.
Oh, a beat, I'm sure.
Absolutely. There's so many of those that you can't even keep count.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next in here is Ernie saying, Be Real, I became a fan of the Yodis yesterday, for real. Those live sets were fire.
Hey, listen, I've been trying to tell y'all about these gentlemen for a while now because I believe that they are like the shit. I mean, the way when I heard Psycho Realm for the first time, I was like, those motherfuckers are dope. When I heard Demrick for the first time, I said, who the fuck is this? He's been sitting on my couch for 6 months and he got bars like this. You know, like when I see it, I tell y'all. You know what I mean? When I hear it, I tell y'all. And I've been telling y'all for a minute. Those boys spit. They write songs. They don't just write raps. Much like Demrick. He don't just write raps. He writes songs. But with bars. And that's the difference. That's the shit I look for. You know what I mean? If I'm putting something together, I want to work with people. That's the shit I'm looking for, because substance is everything to me. We can all write gibberish, and we could be the best at writing gibberish, you know what I'm saying? But we try to come with substance because we feel like that's what connects. If we're talking about a vulnerable story where, I lost this particular person in my life, whether it's mother, father, son, daughter, sister, brother, wife, or I lost everything because of choices I made, right? People connect with that type of shit. Or, man, I fucking grinded. I, went through every opportunity and I worked it, and I didn't fucking sit on my hands and just let it come to me. I went and hunted it like a fucking wolf. And this is my success story. People connect with that because this is, showing a motherfucker's pathway to win. Or the rise and fall. There's always a connectivity to it with people, most especially when you're talking about vulnerabilities, losses, and showing like I'm not just like this fucking superhero with no dents in my fucking armor, because that's not reality. When you're writing like that, where like nothing could touch me, you're basically writing a movie where you're kicking ass. All the time. And that's not the truth. We don't always kick ass.
Yeah.
There's times we take losses and we got to get up. We got to fucking dust ourselves off, be like, got to let this shit go and push. And that's things that we've written about, all of us at points of our career. You know what I mean? From yourself, Xzibit, to myself and all that. And making concepts of that connect with people. That is the building blocks of great songs. And I say this, the people like yourself that I've come across, that I've told people about, and the Yodis and guys like that, y'all have the formula to that. And y'all put love and passion into it. You know what I mean? In spite of obstacles that might come in the career path, y'all don't let it deter you. Y'all go get it.
Appreciate that.
And to me, that's everything.
I think you guys have your style. Like you're writing about personal experiences, this and that. You also got other rappers who are just rapping about shit they ain't never done and never been involved in. Great at writing rhymes, good at rapping, but they never lived that life. There's a lot of them out there. There's nothing wrong with it. But their rhymes are definitely not written from what they did. No. Maybe it's some shit they heard, some made up shit. So there's people who are writing stuff like that ain't never been involved in none of it.
This is true. Some of those are even good, good songs. Good songs, yep. and they're really good songwriters. In spite of maybe not having the actual window into what they're writing about. Maybe they, sat down and interviewed a couple of people and like, hey, what was life like over here? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because there's people that can do that. They could sit there and absorb your fucking life story and be like, oh, I'll put this shit into words right here. Boom, 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 boom. And that's a talent.
Yep.
What sucks about that is that if you have written a song like that and the person and you did not live that life, then it's just art.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reality in it. Even though there might be some good messaging in there. It's just hard to absorb that as like something that's authentic because that both entities didn't
come from anywhere real.
Come from those real. Yeah, it's almost like an AI thing. Like, let me get this AI thing to like.
That'd be like me rapping about the hood, coming from the hood.
Right.
Well, like Drake, basically.
I could write, or you could write, because maybe I don't want to write Bolton a song, but either one of us could write a very hardcore, song for Bolton. And he could like run it, and it might be something he's never lived in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like we can fucking talking about him robbing banks with his girlfriend and shit, Bonnie and Clyde style. And, you know what I'm saying? Some people would believe it though. Like
especially today.
This little white boy was running around with some bitch fucking robbing banks. What?
Put him in the
Cowboy.
video, a couple guns, chick with some booty and some money. Go.
We could even create the AI image of it today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To make people believe. Oh, look, here, there they go in the bank. Right here, look, here's bank footage of them.
The footage of them doing it. Yeah.
Bolton
Damn.
and Bonnie.
Bolton album on the way.
2026. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
All right. Medicine's asking, yo, be real. Which headliners would you add to a smokeout festival today?
What headliners would I add to a smoke out festival today? How many though? Like, I mean, you know, because that's vague.
Could do like 5.
5. Jesus Christ.
3.
No. Okay. You asked for 5. Let me put my brain to work. Kendrick Lamar definitely gotta be one of the peoples because he's popping. Gotta bring the Deftones back because they are outstanding, excellent, legendary, and they bring like the show. And if I gotta get a fucking a combination punch, bang bang, fucking System of a Down.
Whoa,
nice.
That would be awesome. Let's see who else right now. I don't know. How many was that?
That was 3.
3.
3 was 3. That was 3. Maybe Bad Bunny. Maybe. Know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
And, Ice Cube, because we never had Ice Cube on the smokeout.
Okay.
And people would go ape shit crazy.
Wow.
To see Don Mega fucking headline a smokeout.
And he smokes too.
And he blazes the trees.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, I try.
No, it would be great.
All right.
Fernando is saying, big up to everyone at the table and chat room. One love. And if you're in Reno on Saturday, KRS-One will be performing.
Right on.
Say mad love.
Nice.
Salute to the Blast Master.
Let's see here. LB is asking, yo, B and Demrick, have you ever written a song for another rapper? For who? And if not, would you?
Have I ever written a song for another rapper?
Yep.
Yeah. I wrote some stuff on a couple different things. House of Pain, I think it was Back from the Dead. On the Funk Dubious album, I believe it was the Funk Dubious song. And maybe one other. I wrote a verse for T-Bone and one verse for Sun. What else? I mean, there's a few, but those are the ones that I could remember in the present time right now. I mean, I wrote verses for Sendog too.
Same, just I wrote for all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, over time.
He's written for me a couple times there.
Yeah, you gave me some bars. Scoop.
Yeah.
Scoop wrote some bars for me on the new SK album, my boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There's no shame in that.
You know what? One of the big ones for me though was I got to write some shit for Chuck on the Prophets of Rage shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to allow me to. You know what I'm saying? I
really
figured,
dope.
I figured, it's Chuck. He's gonna want to do his own thing, and he was like, "Let me hear your idea, B." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Let me.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure I got.
Let me get it together. Here goes Chuck spitting my bars right here.
Yeah, we had the same moment with the song where he's doing the chorus on the. I don't even know. We got him on the SK on the.
Well, shit, on one of the previous Serial Killer albums, X wrote a verse for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember what song that was, but
that's tight.
Yeah.
A lot of big songs that people have were written by other big hip hop artists, and people know it. Like Forgot About Dre. That's Jay-Z, correct?
Yeah.
That's Jay-Z, and people know it. Like, still a crazy ass song, and Jay-Z is one of the best fucking songwriters ever.
I mean,
So
to
it's
me,
like,
hip hop has always been a collaborative effort.
Yep.
So it's like you work with your homies, other like-minded talent, people you believe in, and you go in the studio to make the best possible music. Sometimes, if you got the full idea, you approach it, but always keep an open mind to the collective that you put your faith in. That's part of being produced.
True that.
And that's how you make great music.
Great point. All right, what else you got?
Tony in here saying, "Yo, Demrick, been a fan since Payday, and you're still chopping heads off."
Appreciate it, man. Nothing but love.
Phantom is asking, "Yo, Scoop, what's your top 4 J Dilla R&B tracks?"
Oh man, I wouldn't even know. I think he did a dope remix to a Michael Jackson joint that was pretty dope. That I thought was tight. But that's a random question.
Yeah, and it was Still Dre, not that one. Still Dre.
Still Dre.
Yeah, they were right. It was Eminem was the one for Forgot About Dre.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. The writers that Dre has had for him have been exceptional.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's performed, he delivered.
And yeah, his delivery of all these bars that all these great writers have written for him, man. I mean, fuck.
Yep.
It's a great track record, man. Excellent. Salute to the big dog, the triple OG.
Sick is saying, "Yo, I bet Scoop has loads of Eazy-E stories. Big respects to Kid Frost."
Yeah, I think he's definitely an OG from that time era, and I got to be around that energy when I was younger, for sure. I even know that I have like times where he was like holding me as a child, like a little child and shit, like in the back of I don't know, concerts and shit like that. Just being around in the mix. Shout out to Eazy-E. Yeah.
G in here is asking, "What do you guys at the table think music will be like in 200 or 500 years from now?"
Way different than what it is now. I mean,
like, do you think people back in the day will be like, "Oh man, that stuff sounds like the Beethoven type of stuff"? Like they just think it's so old school.
it depends how technology goes, I guess. Because that's what it's all about. It's how much the technology advances and the different sounds that they create through this technology that we can't hear yet.
You know what's crazy is what we talk about here all the time, AI and what it's going to do. I don't know if any of you guys saw, but for the first time now, a country music artist is #1 on the billboards or in that genre, AI created, has like 35 million followers of people who think this person's real. And they just top like #1 beating out real people in country music. AI's first #1. And I'm like, wow. I just read it yesterday unless I got Sun Doobie news.
No, that's yeah,
you heard about it. All right.
Sun Doobie News
Sun
at
Doobie
11.
Brought to you by TikTok. Serious.
Oh, shit. All right.
So, yeah, crazy.
Let's see here. Midget Mike's asking, "Demrick, who are your top producers?"
Wish list producers?
Wish list producers.
Yeah.
I want to work with Dre for sure. Shit, I always wanted to, spit some bars over some Alchemist beats as well. And who else I would like to get in the studio with? Havoc from Mobb Deep.
Oh, man.
I'm a big old fan of his shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
He got the beat, dog.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't know. Those would be the 3 that I have right there.
Pete Rock.
Oh yeah, or even.
But you've written
DJ Premier.
You've written to a Pete Rock.
I've written to a
joint.
Pete, yeah, and I've had Premier do some scratches over some stuff that I did with Brady Watt on a project, But it's like, yeah, I'd like to get some DJ Premier things. I just got to do. I was on that Rock the Bells cruise, and I got to do a song with Manny Fresh.
Oh, that's dope.
And that shit was fresh. That shit was crazy. Like I never thought I'd be sitting there right across with him making a song, and his catalog is
as a producer
crazy.
Well, he
yeah,
produced some big.
He's done some big hits, Yep. So there's so many dope producers that
it's hard. It's a long.
I go all day.
It's a list of greats to have to choose from. It just, I guess, it depends on what kind of style you like the most.
Yeah,
your era, to like definitely what era of music you grew up with.
So, like, if you ask me right now, right, like just who I think, I'd want to produce the next Cypress Hill album, right? I would tell you something that would blow your fucking mind, and you'd be like trying to wrap your mind around it. Like, how does that make sense? But like, I could hear it in my head. Trent Reznor.
Oh man, that'd be sick.
Whoa, yeah.
That he would add a dope element to something and make definitely bring that sound.
Yeah.
A unique like identity of something that sticks out.
I could hear that in my head because I mean we've done hip hop to death, You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I do hip hop. I mean, it's me. You know, I'm it. Like
Yeah,
we all
for
are.
sure,
you
yeah.
know, yourself included.
Yeah.
We are it.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? But
Hey, that's a tight way.
yeah. But I think, you know, being an artist and trying to evolve and do some different shit, I
Yeah.
could hear that. I could hear a production by Trent Reznor for Cypress Hill and us snapping into that.
Yeah, man.
It'd be crazy.
Because we're adaptable like that, I believe.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so
Absolutely.
it would be interesting.
I would love that. That would be fucking massive.
As a Cypress fan, I don't think many people would be too shocked because Cypress always has like an evolving sound and a unique sound. So that's like to people that say, yeah, you know what, that is some shit they would do.
Yeah.
So I don't think that blows too many people follow Cypress and that.
Well,
like I said,
if
those-
you're a hardcore
Correct.
Cypress fan,
You'll know.
that would just be like, oh shit, okay,
right.
that makes sense.
Yep.
But if you're not, you know, if you're like, you know, Cypress,
Yeah.
you might be like, oh fuck, Cypress Hill and Trent Reznor, what the fuck does that sound like? You know what I mean? It might like surprise you. You know what I mean? I
hear
think,
it.
but I think that would be dope.
Yeah, I think
If I had a wish list.
He's dope, man. I think
Make it happen.
I always felt like, oh, I want to go work with dude too, like collab or something on some shit with dude.
Yeah.
Make a beat, you know, or something.
Yep.
Yeah, he's fire.
Yep.
Yo, we
I
should have
agree.
went on that Rock the Bell cruise. I was telling you guys about that.
Fuck a boat, man.
That would have been so cool.
Y'all could have the boat, man.
Yeah. I got a small boat and I'll
He's like, if it's on land, we'll do
Hey.
it.
Yeah.
if that shit's docked.
The Queen Murray.
If it's docked and if it's docked and the fucking anchor's dropped,
Yep.
Count you in.
I'm ready to
Queen
rock.
Mary,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Hey, you know, I seen that's what Paul Wall did. You know, he kicked off the opening event. You know, it was still it was before it left the marina or whatever.
Yeah.
He came and did his set, and then I texted him like, "Yo, where you at?" He's like, "Shit, I'm already off that thing." He was off that thing before it left the dock.
He probably flew where it was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
probably.
was the Miami. He did it. He's like,
Yep.
"Yeah, I'm on to the
On
next."
to the
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly there and then I'll get on the docked boat. You know what I'm saying?
But that was cool because I got to catch, like Cool G rap set.
Oh man,
That was tight to me, you know.
because that's
Yeah.
Cool G rap.
There were certain things about that like reminded me why I fell in love with like hip hop in the beginning. That was a dope experience, like to have multiple days like of just 100% like hip hop from the 90s, really late 80s, 90s, and then you'd be like, oh, there's MC Light, and then there's the Locks.
They're all there.
There's all there. It's everybody's just kind of like kicking in you're walking out of your you be in your room and you walk out and there's music playing, and usually it's like chill opera type of shit or whatever, elevator music. Instead, it's like Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the music that's just playing on the ship. It's the most hip hop shit I think that I was.
That's some
a part
crazy
of.
shit.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. All right.
Even they had a stack DJs on there too.
Oh,
Jazzy
yeah.
Jeff, Manny Fresh, DJ Paul, Evil
Nice.
D.
Damn. That's a lineup right there. That's where they're all at. They're all getting bags over here on the fucking on the cruises.
A cruise.
He had more cuts than my man.
Cruises.
The cruises. Yeah, no, I can't. No, I'll rock when it's docked. You know what I'm saying? Just
Rock
what I
when
said.
it's docked.
The dock will rock when it's docked. Anchor drop.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Somebody in the Twitch was asking, "Be real, has your music ever been used for a commercial or in a commercial?"
A commercial?
Yeah, like
That-
Insane in the Brain. Has that ever been used?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Not that I can recall. No. Movies and TV, yes. But we have not been approached for a commercial. Most of our music is too aggressive for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Insane in the Brain, I could see maybe one day them come in for it, but like, yeah, I think our songs lend themselves to movies and certain TV and shit like that, and maybe even sporting events. But to a commercial, ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I hear Cypress in movies all
Yeah.
all the time.
yeah,
And TV shows and shit like that. You'll hear them playing in the
yeah,
show.
Definitely.
Even in The Sopranos, it's in like the
Yeah.
last season. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in everything.
Even in Narcos, We Ain't Going Out was in Narcos the last.
Simpsons, for
Hard.
Christ's sake. Yeah.
Dom Dom is asking, who of you at the table play female rappers in your car with passengers and enjoy it without being ashamed of it?
Wait.
I mean,
Say that again.
He's asking, who of you at the table play female rappers in your car with passengers and enjoy it without being ashamed of it?
I don't really think about that. To
I
be
don't
honest, if a good song comes on, I don't give a fuck if it's female or male. I'll listen to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I don't even think about that. Because music is music. It doesn't matter who makes it.
He's also asking, how did Callie Blaze and Be Real's paths cross? Callie's a
Mr.
great part of
Cartoon.
the show.
Mr. Cartoon, thank God, man. And he's a good. I just spoke to him. He wants to do the show again.
Yeah, we got to get him
We
on.
got to get him back on.
And that seems to be it so far.
Salute to all y'all in the super chat crew, you know what I'm saying, for participating and throwing them at us. We know more come as we go, so we'll take them and we'll pop them off. And salute to all y'all. It's all about positive vibes that we create here and give unto you. You know what I'm saying? Have at them. And with that, we're going to pop off with some missions real quick. And or do you have any?
Yeah, I got some.
All right, let's crack them off, B.
What?
Submissions, 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 submissions.
Submission.
All right, first one of the day here's from our boy Ant. He's saying, yo, guys, I had to pick up the shit the bed hot sauce.
Shit the bed
Not
hot
me,
sauce.
bro.
You know,
Fine, nothing.
you know that's that's bad manifestation right there.
No, thank you. I'll pass on the shit.
Bunsters. What about Bunsters? Shit the bag
Bad,
with
bro.
Bunsters.
So for the people that might be listening, we're looking at a bottle of hot sauce with the sticker that says "shit the bed,"
Yep.
and the company is called Bunsters,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
heat is 12 out of 10.
And it's gluten free.
Shitting your parents, 96% guarantee.
Yeah, this is bad
No,
manifestation,
thank you.
dog.
Put that on a taco, it's over.
Oh
Shit in the
my
bed, bro,
Bye.
in your sleep.
Oh, it's over.
No,
Yeah.
we don't want that. All right.
Brandon in here showing off his cat. Cat's having a lazy day today.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Living the good life.
Got a blanket on that fucking
Yeah.
dude and everything, man.
Cat's like, this is
It
just
ain't
so,
cold for no cat.
this shit is so cozy.
Cats just start massaging shit like for
Yeah.
no reason.
Yeah.
Their feet. Yeah.
Yo, Blaze, you sent me something in the other
That
day.
was from like a week ago from my sister. But yeah,
you,
it's
you
all
want me
good.
to play it or you want to show it?
Yeah,
Oh,
or
shit.
talk
she
about
got
it?
she got shot 5 years ago the other day on Sunday. Yeah,
Oh.
it was her 5-year anniversary for that shit. So
Oh, man.
my
she's-
biggest sister, that shit almost killed her. Like that shit went through. You saw her bones.
She still got the bullet.
Look at my
Oh
old
my
TV
gosh.
right there on that thing, man. That thing was glorious. Look, that's me on the thing. Like the day I came home. Those are my friends, my older friends in the neighborhood that were watching, and that's my sister. That was the day I came home from the hospital. Yeah, it was dope. That was a little montage for my sister. But
I remember those TVs.
yeah, on a flower pot nightstand.
Yeah.
But yeah, mom, me, and my sister. Yeah, she was always a good big sister. Yeah, 80s.
Look at the hair.
Yeah.
He had the Jason
Look at that
Bateman
outfit,
hair.
bro. That was all
Hey, zoom in on the fucking hair.
flowing like a river.
Jason Bateman hair right there, bro.
Yeah, my dad has a mane still. He's 75.
Oh shit, you look like your dad.
Yeah, and
I
he's
see it.
still got He's 75 and he's still got that hair.
All right.
God bless him. I'm fucking shot. God, yeah. God said, whoa, stop that one. Fuck him on his hair and height right now. Bang. Done.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Old costume.
Don't let him have it all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, stop that right there. Definitely fuck him up here and here. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to my sister. Love you.
Right on.
Yep. There's an older picture.
Yeah, no, that's crazy right here.
Yeah, that shit. Look at a bone like
Yeah.
exploded, and then they have
Man.
the bar. The next thing is basically a new fake bone Like the thing that that they put into it, because like that.
I know when I know when she goes like gets X-rayed, the doctors, if they're new doctors, they're like, what is this?
Yep.
And, you know, they should know what it is, but it always surprises them. Like my doctor, when I go for my physicals, he always forgets about it. Because I mean, you know, when you think about it, a doctor sees so many patients, unless he's got a small list of patients, he ain't gonna remember that every time. So when I go do X-rays, you could see my 3 pieces of the 22 hollow point slug that is still in me on my X-ray, and he's like, Mr. Freeze, what are these things? And I, you know, that's when I like fuck with him. I said, you know what they are.
Yo, crazy.
Yeah, it always trips him out. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yep. All right.
The Inner Realms is saying, yo, guys, I went to the Hat on Sunday with the fam.
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
That is one of the best, if not the best, in L.A. pastrami spots. Booze is really good. Well, no, there's a shit is cheesesteak, though, I guess. But
this is more
Brent's?
LA vibes.
Yeah, they're.
Oh,
I mean,
Brent's
that's
is
East LA.
banging.
That's East LA right there. But they got a few places in different spots.
Right.
But the Hat.
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at. You never had it?
Nah.
What?
It looks fucking amazing.
Oh, we got to take Demrick to the Hat, man.
Yeah,
Show
it's
me
a
the way.
OG staple.
Okay, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a pilgrimage to the Hat, son. You need to have it in your life.
So anytime, I'm with it. I need it.
I co-sign their shit all the time.
It's good.
Yeah.
I wasn't let down. That shit was good.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, people will give you a recommendation and you'll be like, oh, man, that wasn't it. But this one, yeah, the Hat is the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially the one in East L.A. where it's off of, what is it, over in Atlantic Square, they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Bernie is saying, yo, just chilling with Dr. Greenthumb at the Walter Warehouse. That was a killer set and glad I was able to experience it.
Word.
Had that old school underground vibes.
Yeah, it was cool, man. Thank you for coming out. I had a good time as well.
That was AZ?
Yeah.
Dope. Arizona's great at this time of year, bro.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
It's not fucking hot as hell. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually all right.
Yeah, Scottsdale in the summer.
Dry heat, no humidity.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's dope that you were out there, man. Connecting with the culture, man, directly, like we were talking about earlier, like showing up.
Got to do it.
You know? Yeah, you got to do it. That's right.
Mike B in here showing off some pasta. Little pasta on this Thursday.
Not bad.
Looks good.
I could do without the bread because we're already doing the pasta.
But it's good for scooping up that sauce.
You know, you're right.
If we're going to carb it up, fuck it, let's do it.
You're gonna carb load?
Yeah, if we're going for it,
We're
let's
trying to
fucking do it.
We're trying to get 20-inch arms. We're carbing up.
You ain't lying. Eat the bread then, too.
Damn.
That shit is good.
You guys fans of Texas toast or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
I don't know anybody
That's
who's
the
not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to be evil not to like. So bad for you, but so good. Delicious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, as long as you don't have it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Having it like for one meal and it's not going to fuck you up. But like if you're having that every night, yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger and had like an apartment, like I was like,
Kept a box on deck.
you know those boxes, bro. I would just be stoned and eating 2, 3 at a time, 4 at a time. I didn't care, and I didn't gain weight. I was skinny as shit back then.
You're like,
Remember,
I ate
back-
the whole loaf.
Back in the day, the Sizzler had the bread too. I think,
Oh, yeah.
right? You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This is when like Sizzler was like actually good, like dope to go to.
Son Doobie.
Like,
Yeah, for a minute it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doobie still goes there and loves it.
Doobie still
goes.
goes.
He does. I swear to God, bro.
Very
Bro,
nostalgic.
this is
OG,
so good.
yeah.
He's-
OG. My uncle still uses Perk Plus.
Wow. I didn't
Oh
know-
shit.
Yo, shout out to my Uncle Nate, dog.
He's got Prel.
He go switch it up. He
Pert.
He's got some
says,
Prel.
I'm still using. I said they make that still. He's like, yeah, Amazon's Perk
Oh,
Plus,
man.
bro.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh man.
Shout out to Perk Plus, bro.
There was that one shampoo with the yo-yo butt beads too, bro. If you had hair, you wanted that. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Is this what you're talking about?
Yep.
Plus?
Pert.
Yeah, bro.
You heard?
Yep.
Look, it's still around. This shit, with just a modern twist on it.
Yep.
Still purdy.
Still purty. You know what I'm saying? All right.
And McLovin is saying, yo, it was great meeting Chavo this year at LA Comic Con.
That's right. Salute to Mr. Guerrero. Guerrero.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking kid gets around, man.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh,
He's everywhere,
yeah.
McLovin.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I'm
all
saying?
over the place.
He gets out.
And that seems to be it so far.
Good dude.
Word up. Salute. Thank you very much for the submissions. Keep them coming to BREALTVcontest@gmail.com, and we puts them on. You already know this, and salute to all y'all. Man, I've been having a busy week. We're working on the Spanish album right now, and we're studio session every night, but we've been coming up with some good shit down here.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So far, it's off to a good start. And after this, I'm rolling right over
You're
there.
rolling right over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. We finished one song and we started another one, and I got to finish that one. And so I'm like finishing up on the writing for it, and then I'll drop it, and then go on to the next.
Beat-wise, is it going to be a mixture of like hip-hop influence, Spanish sounding, or is we going to have like different, like what type of beats? With Latin beats, or hip-hop beats with Latin influence?
It's primary hip-hop beats, but like we are doing a couple different things within it, like to take them on a roller coaster ride. But yeah, I mean, they wanted a Spanish hip-hop album, so we're going to give them that, but we're going to give them a couple extra things too. So, yeah.
All flavors.
All flavors. I think people are going to be fucking with it. And some of y'all that don't speak Spanish, y'all are going to fuck with it because it just sounds so good anyway.
Bad Bunny proves that. You know how many people don't speak Spanish and think it's music?
They don't know fucking a word, but the rhythm and cadence is all there. And as long as that's popping to a person that like doesn't necessarily know, right, what the words are, it sounds good to the ear. I mean, there's shit that like we don't get exposed to it much here in the United States unless we look for it, right? But our radio stations, they don't play anything from overseas and exotic like that to where we can't understand what's being said. It's all about the music that's in English that we can't understand, right? But if they were to play us shit from France or Brazil or Italy or any of these places that like have it's not English based, right? We would hear it and not understand it, right? But some of it, because of the style and cadence they put on it, we'd be like, oh shit, this shit sounds dope.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't understand it, but you would like fucking get down with it. You would snap in, and it's a fact. I mean, there's a French station on Sirius XM, and they play French music, but French R&B, French soul, French hip hop, and all that shit. And sure, some of it is like, but there's other shit that's like, oh shit, that's kind of dope. I don't understand what the fuck they're saying, but this shit sounds kind of dope.
Yeah.
And that's with anything. I mean, you know, shit, we go to countries that like their primary language isn't English, but somehow they know the words and they can say them.
Yeah. And it's true. There's some languages, man, even like Germany. I was shocked when I was in Berlin. Yo, man, there was some tracks that they played that would just, you don't have to know the words. Great beat, good cadence, good everything. And people were digging it. Like, it's holy shit. I mean, it's fucking good music. I wouldn't expect to think that German hip hop was good. I heard a couple tracks that were banging. Same thing in France, even England. I mean, they speak English, but it's completely different sounding. So, yeah, you know, I hate to say it, a lot of their shit I'm not a fan of, but some of it is dope.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Jeffro, no.
What the fuck is he
I've been doing most of the writing for this up to this point, but there will probably be some other contributors. But yeah. No.
Let me ask you this:
and it's all original music. It's not like when we did the Grandes Éxitos shit where we took songs and interpreted them from English to Spanish. No, this whole thing is all new music. So there's no interpretations, there's no translations or any of that. It's all original new shit.
Fuck yeah!
Like getting into the thought process, my band, of doing that, like, you know, writing those songs in you know, in that language. Like, how is it to get out of the headspace of, because you write so many, you know, but how often do you write like that? So does it pull out a different side of you? Is the pen feel as sharp, or like, you know, is it different styles? Like, I'm trying to think, like.
So it's crazy you asked that, because on one particular song I use a style that I've rocked in English, and I flipped it in the Spanish pieces. And the challenging part, because the syllable count on certain words in Spanish, it doesn't always line up. So you got to find an alternative phrase that fits and makes sense and shit like that, right? To get into some of the style patterns that we do. And when you speak Spanish as your first language, you could find that easier than someone who this is a second language to me as opposed to primary, right? It's harder for me to find those phrases than it would be for someone who speaks it first, right? But I've been doing it with enough frequency in the last few years because I've done like features with other rappers that were doing it in the Spanish language on their shit, and doing a few of them. And then I started working on some of my own shit before I started doing the Cypress stuff. So I was already kind of in momentum with it. And in the couple of things that we've done, there's one song that I was flipping a style in Spanish that I had flipped in English. And it was like everybody was tripping on that shit because they were like hearing it and like, whoa, that shit sounds crazy. But it all locked in and it made sense. So when I got it ready, you'll hear it.
Yeah, I got to hear that.
And you'll trip on the style. You may not understand the words, but the way that it locks in on the beat is pretty ridiculous. So, we're all excited about it.
You have somebody who you like consult with for like current street slang or something like? You have a go-to person? Like, shit changes every day.
That's a good question.
That's a tough one.
That's a good question because when we're doing Spanish shit, we tend to lean on what we know here, right? The Chicano type of Spanglish, and sometimes, the Spanish that we know here, right? And it's the slang that some of it comes from Mexico, but some of it was created here, right? Slang in Cuba, slang in Puerto Rico are very different than slang in Mexico. And our slang here is kind of different than what's in Mexico. And then all of our slang is different than what it is in Spain. So you don't want to lean one way or another so much as opposed to like just putting out a general message that they can all understand. It may be straighter and less slang terminology, but what you say in this Spanish language might mean something different in this Spanish language. For instance, right? In Cuba, they might say for fighting, it would be like fajando, right? Like fighting, right? Or fajar, like to fight, right? But in some places, that's like fajando is like fucking or making out intently. So, depending on what you're saying, someone over here might hear that and be like, wow, why did he say he's fucking in this line and it doesn't make sense here?
Right.
So it's like you try to make it more generalized where it's not necessarily slang. It's like straightforward shit.
Universal.
Yeah. Certain things, yes. Certain things we know it's a slang word. Boom. Okay, cool. But I try to use a little bit from all the ones that I know of.
And that's dope too.
Yeah.
It's like intertwining them where you're introducing them to different cultures at the same time. Because if you're speaking to all the Latinos and everybody, it's cool. Because like everyone now is learning each other's slang or how they get down, and they can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because who's really doing that?
Yeah. And so for us, I think we have to be more, general about it than leaning on what we know here that they might not understand over there and misinterpret of like what that particular phrase is or that word is. Out here, what's the Spanish word for joint, right? Normally we hear leño, right? But in a place like Mexico or Colombia, it might be porro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's something you don't hear on the streets here.
Right.
So it's those little differences, with the slang shit.
Yeah, man.
So some shit you just got no choice. You got to fucking pop it off and go for broke. Whatever. If they take it wrong, you'll have to explain it later and say, no, that doesn't mean that. It means this. but those are the chances we take as artists. Fuck it. All right, what else you got?
That seems to be it so far.
Word up. We want to thank everybody for getting down with us today on the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Don't leave yet, because Demrick and I did something here, because here, let me give you some background on something real quick. And I don't know if we mentioned it, and if we did, you're going to hear it anyway. When I was working on my solo album, Scoop Deville blessed me with a track called Don't You Dare Laugh. And, Demrick and I were working on things in my studio at this point, and Demrick comes to me and says, hey, why don't we get Xzibit on that track? And Xzibit, he came through and killed that shit. This was like the birth of the serial killer idea with Demrick, myself, and X. And, full circle, Scoop Deville is the one producing this piece. He is the fourth member of the group.
That's
you
right.
Know what I'm saying? And we recognize that. And, so we wanted to do something special for you. X had to leave, so Demrick and I are just doing a piece of the song, and we don't have X on it. But all that to say that the history of how we came to be as a group stemmed from this here song called Don't You Dare Laugh. So with that, I'm going to say peace to all the fucking people out there. Absorb this. Don't go away. Share it out. And much love to all y'all. Demrick, you got any shout-outs?
I just want to shout out everybody watching the show, everybody at the table, all the homies. And it's all love. Shout out X. And, make sure you check out SK Anthem and tap in with us.
That's right. Scoop.
Yeah, same thing. SK Anthem out now. Serial Killers, Scoop Deville. More music on the way. Stay tuned. And, look forward to bringing it all to your ears.
Bolt.
Yo, big shout out to the Insane Asylum, shout out to Ray Morning Shot Film, shout out to the Dominator. I don't think there's going to be a mix today, so tune in tomorrow for the mix. And what's up, Blaze?
Shout out to Demrick and Scoop for coming through. Shout out to B, everybody here at table, 5150s. Follow me, Cali_Blaze or CaliBlaze.net.
Yeah, that's right. Blazing them up.
Yeah.
SK Anthem, swallow this.
Shout out to BREALTV. Shout out to BREAL. Onyx, Cypress Hill, we doing this shit for the culture. Like I said, this is real rap. None of that bullshit. Cypress Hill is ready. Onyx is ready.
You can't buy respect. You got it, you don't. You have it or you don't. They've been having it, and not only when you have it, you got to prove that you got it.
Every time.
It makes people dig into their song, the catalog at the end of the day. It makes them really say, man, hip-hop is a special music when it's together.
BREALTV.
Yeah, once again, live from the BREALTV temple, popping off these bars. Track produced by Scoop Deville. Don't you dare laugh, shit ain't funny, you know what I'm saying? We got Demrick in the house, serial killers. We about to pop it off like this. Check it out.
Police run up on you when you live in California, in the home of marijuana. Streets get hotter than a sauna. Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your bra and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you saw, you just won't laugh.
I was born in Los Angeles City, where the thugs ride low, get dough, when the girls are pretty. It's hostile and gritty, outside to see the beauty. Sun shines, but sometimes it's dark and moody. Whatever you do to me, you won't stop the grind, son. When you find one, you hold on and shine. Never lay back, relax, cause the minute you lay back, someone takes away from your stats. Nowadays it's a struggle to hustle, not only in the streets, the rap game's in a fucking shambles. So we came with the rain to boost it back. Real life is a struggle, but we used to that. No matter who you are or who you be with, we all want the same thing. We all in the same gang. Same notes, same boats we flow for. Same dreams and schemes we invested our soul for.
Police run up on you when you live in California, in the home of marijuana. Streets get hotter than a sauna. Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your ride and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you saw, you just won't last. I'm living that Cali life in 100-degree heat, and you wonder why they found another body in the streets. No AC, packed in a car right deep. They go kamikaze, no camaraderie or peace and beef. Oh, it ain't just something you eat, but the taste of revenge. So sweet, your boy won't sleep till I'm up in that pen. E-class, heat blast, leave them in a trench. Take me off the bench, I'm ready for the game. They been as fucked up, man, they signing for a change. They calling for a change, calling out my name. Young D, they want me to come and do my thing. Plain white tee, I ain't do it for the fame. Same black lock if you're moving to my lane. Same old blocks be the spots where I hang in the stool with the vets, but your boy ain't changed. Police run up on you when you live in California, in the home of marijuana. Streets get hotter than a sauna. Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your ride and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you saw, you just won't laugh.
Now I'm a West Coast rider with East Coast love. Heat rock provider when I spit in the club. Don't push or shove when we blazing the dub. Cause me and Scoop Deville, yeah, we think of the mud. It's a Cali thing, man. You don't understand, but maybe you can't relate how I flavor the jam. Goddamn, been doing it for 30 and more. Still hardcore, still got the birds on the floor, and we're raw. That's right, BREALTV, bitch, serial killers, let's go.
BREALTV.